Good afternoon, everyone. It's 2:36 on Thursday, March 14, I think. I have to double check that. It's 9 degrees outside. It's gonna go up to 11 in the next few hours. I'm not going anywhere specific, so I decided to program myself a little round trip. We're gonna be going to the Oratoire Saint-Joseph, Oratory. That's our first stop. Some sort of a sightseeing adventure. If I a lot or cough or sneeze, I don't know, there's something in the air. Is it because there's an early spring and there's like pollen that's in the air when there shouldn't be? I don't know. So, my full round trip is estimated to take like 2 hours and a half or something. I'll have to change batteries part way. Did I forget them? No, I haven't. But because it's such a long trip, even though it's like, what, 40-50 kilometer trip, I'm gonna stay in economy mode. I'm gonna try to bike it all the way there, bike lane it all the way there. And we'll see how that goes. Except for little boosts of energy like this. There you go. I cleaned my bike. I went on a little trip afterwards just to test it out. Cleaned my bike chain. That was good. Anyways, everything was like covered in salt and dirt and whatever. Felt good to give it a fresh start. Start the year. There's no squeaking. Oh, and the bike chain. It doesn't actually use the chain except if I'm pedaling. Being an electric moped, the motor is attached to the back wheel, so it's directly making the wheel rotate without having to rely on a chain, like typical motorcycles, where the motor is between the legs. So I don't actually need it to clean the chain, but you never know when you do need it, and that's why I cleaned it. You don't want it to break part way when you actually do need it. I do have pedals on this thing. If I run out of battery, there's pedals. I haven't tried it yet. Apparently it's a bit uncomfortable. We'll see. Also, since the pothole that I hit, what was it, February 21st or something, or February 18, that dislodged my mirror, I finally took the time to readjust them. And now they stick out a bit more. Which means that like they're straighter, like 90-degree angle here, which means they stick out a bit more, which means I see more behind me. My arms being less in the way. I think the last time I adjusted my mirrors was when I took it back from the repair shop after it got stolen. One of the mirrors was cracked. I bought a new set of mirrors and they were installed in a hurry by the salesman, and I think we just, like, you know, did a turn too, tightened it too much or whatever it was, so it wasn't properly aligned for a number of months, almost a year. don't have much to talk about. School's going well. I have my midterm exam for accounting, which is I've been kind of late on actually reading the course material. But I have time to do the exam. We have like 3 or 4 days to do it, even though it's going to take me maybe an hour and a half or something to complete. And I do have a budgeting class. Budget Controls and Working Capital is the full title. That's a tougher one. The program directors or whoever prepared the courses for our program seems to have put stuff in the wrong order, and we're having an end of program course, but 3/4 of the way through it, we should have seen some cost accounting. We should have seen how to do accounting for larger corporations that use stocks, shares, and we haven't seen that. Things like retained earnings and common shareholders equity and those types of accounts, but we have to use them in our budget class, so it's tough. For me, it's easier than for most of the class because I've already taken an accounting program in the past that was much more thorough and organized than this one at Dawson College. But yeah, I mean, I imagine for others it could be like, what is this guy talking about? I have to turn left. So, because I have not much more else to talk about, I'll stay silent for a lot of this. I'm gonna put a little background music. Tune down the sound of cars a bit. People are starting to wear short sleeves in their exercise, and that's good. Most of the snow is gone. That's good. Less extra salt and stains on my bike. Although they're not going to clean the roads for another at least a couple of weeks, April 1st or April 15th, whichever one it is. Yeah, it's kind of still going to be annoying, dusty, lots of little tiny rocks bouncing around everywhere. We don't put salt during the winter unless it's dire need of salt. So they only put gravel, loose rocks. You pick up loose rocks between your tires and between the crevices of your under your shoe. And it's more dusty than salt. Salt will kind of melt, although it will eat through your through everything. Rocks won't eat through everything, but it breaks into smaller tiny dust, so it's except for a 30-year spring and Ooh, there was a bad smell back there. They're cleaning some of the sewers. Disgusting. Not wearing my heated gloves, but I did bring them in my compartment just in case. Not sure how to ride. I'm wearing my thermal pants, underpants, but I'm not wearing any thermal undershirt because I got a long sleeve shirt, my normal undershirt, and my winter jacket. So my top should be fine, my bottom should be fine. I feel a little coolness, but it's not the end of the world. Spotted two guys on two wheels each. Yeah, taking out their motorcycles and scooters for spring. Saw one of my, well, I'll say neighbor, but it's not really a neighbor. He has a Harley Davidson often parked in his driveway, and it's usually covered. And during the winter, well, he stored it away indoors, but it came out in the last couple of days, so everyone's getting ready. Pardon me. I do have a cough drop in my mouth, but it doesn't always do the job, depending on the severity of the cough. seeing a lot of specks in my visor. I need to determine if it's scratches or just dirtiness to be cleaned. I think when I get home after this ride, I'm just gonna bring my helmet with me. It usually stays with the bike in the storage, but bring it home and take a look at it, give it a nice wipe if that's all it needs. That'd be great. It's a slightly complicated combination of turns I gotta do here. That's against traffic. Whoops. Let's figure stuff out for a bit. Take it slowly on the sidewalk. I just noticed where the bike path is. It's on the other side. Crap. My mistake. No stairs to go down from. Nope. Stay on the road. Let's go on the road and let Google Maps readjust me. There you go. Readjustment's complete. I don't like what this map is telling me to do, so I'm going to continue ignoring it for now. But whenever I can turn left, which I think is this street instead, can I turn it this time? Yes, I can. Back on a kind of track. There's always that annoying clicking noise I need to fix. There's a chain cover, like a mudguard, but the chain keeps bouncing onto it every bump I hit. So it goes kick-a-cling, kick-a-cling, kick-a-cling. It's really annoying. I bought a little foam pipe insulator, and I'm going to be putting it on it. I just forgot to do it last time. which borough I was in. I'm in Outremont. Outremont. It's one of the older parts of Montreal. You can tell from the infrastructure. They've also managed to keep a certain level of niceness. You know, it's very green in the summer. Peaceful. Turning on Côte St. Catherine Road. Turn on turbo for this one. Sterling Avenue. Oh yeah, that's a tricky one. Google Maps is giving me like 6 different directions all intertwined together. That's really annoying. Stick to one line, the one I chose. I think it's a tricky left turn on this road, so I may end up going on a sidewalk temporarily. In about 600 meters. Actually held my breath behind that big truck. It's kicking up a lot of dust. Alright, no traffic behind me. Stay on turbo. I gotta get ready to turn left at some point, which is it's coming up fast. Yeah. What you see in front of me is the école. Make sure. Yeah, École Polytechnique de Montréal. A bit of a history here with a school shooting. They're very rare in this country. So when they happen, we remembered them for a long time. I'll put a link in the description to a Wikipedia article about it, because I don't want to say anything that is incorrect. Two kilometers away from Oratoire Saint-Joseph. I think it was the Frère André, brother André, who had it built at some point. He wanted to be for it to be as high as possible, to touch the heavens. There's, I'm gonna say 700 steps, but that's maybe wrong, but there's a lot of steps to go up it. And some of the pilgrimages, the pilgrimage and penitence and whatnot, it's to climb up the steps on your knees with a little prayer between each step. Basically, if you have arthritis, you don't go up the stairs on your knees, or probably just don't go up the stairs at all. Some people use it for exercise. Jog up the steps, do a little Rocky celebration on top. Probably have the Rocky soundtrack in your ears as you're doing it, wearing the 80s crop top thing that men used to wear back in the 80s when doing exercise. Pardon me. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but over there it says 30 kilometers an hour. It also says dead end. The street is about 20 meters long. Why do you put a speed sign on the smallest dead end ever? I think if you went 30 kilometers, you'd hit the wall before you even before you even reach 30 kilometers an hour. Anyways. The guy who installed it was probably just respecting the map. Every 500 meters, put a speed sign. 500 meters ended up in the dead end. I don't know. Talking out of my ass here. Fast forward this. Can I turn here as a streetcar? Not seeing any signs. Bikes are allowed. There's a lot of things in Montreal where you can't turn left. Judging from the stoplights, yes, I will be able to turn left. Saint-Joseph Oratory. They even have a Rubik's Cube for sale on their website for 15 bucks. They do have a colorful garden you can visit, walk through with some lights and some Christian decoration statues and whatnot. It's all free. I think the heart of Brother André is encased in there also. There's a lot of rumors of his healing powers. So when you go inside, the walls and ceilings of some of the rooms are filled with canes and crutches. Schnoshme?
Oh, you went right in front of him to get that picture.
It's fine. Bunch of tourists. At first he was standing behind me trying to film above my helmet. And then he just like stepped slightly in front of me. It's all good fun. So the next stop, oh, I don't know why it's not giving me the next stop. There you go. My gloves, they suck. So we're gonna be going on a steep downhill. Just figuring out which street to go on. Is that a left? Yeah. We're going to the Notre-Dame Basilica. Basilique Notre-Dame, which is basically a reproduction of the Notre-Dame Cathedral in France. Why does he have his four ways? I don't trust him. I'm gonna stand back a bit. That was weird. Oh wait, this is not where I want to go. Nope. It's what's sending me inside. If I was on just a normal bicycle, yeah, I'd go inside, but I'm not on a normal bicycle. Something I'd be construed as motorized and whatnot. So we'll use the actual roads instead. No, the street names here are English because we're in or very near Westmount. Westmount is a rich place. They still say stop on their stop signs as opposed to arrêt. And which is funny because stop is a French word, but whatever. It's part of Quebec linguistic history. And I think they actually pay the fine every year to the government for not having French or Quebec French on their stop signs. I don't think they've been able to attain the official bilingual city status, which would allow them to put stop on their signs and things like that. But they're a borough or city that houses millionaires and some billionaires. One of the properties here is, what's his name? Tommy Hilfiger. It's like you're driving along the road and you see this long wall for like 2 kilometers. That's his fence to his front lawn. Yeah. Big houses here that could house 10 families. 4 people live in it. One of them is the butler. Oh, this is unexpected. I've encountered a scenic viewpoint. Let's take a look. It's also telling me to use the stairs, but I don't have the ability to go downstairs with this thing. Let's go around. It's quite muddy. Nice. So that's towards the south. It'd be nice to have a house here. The guy on my right has his patio right there. Yeah. Very nice. Unexpected surprise. But now I have to get out of here. Oh, and there's my vehicle. Alright, so I have to tell it to give me car directions. Okay. Let's keep going. I just realized that when I put my kickstand down, the parking sign appears on my display when the parking light is on, which is the green button on the side if I want to activate it. It's let's pay attention where I'm going because I don't know where I'm going. Right here. Anyways, it prevents the motor from spinning the wheel. So you can't accidentally you know, throttle while you're walking it around. This street is so powerful, it doesn't have a name. It's called the Boulevard. Rich or not, every bro has the kaput streets. Damn, those are big potholes. Switched it back to bicycle mode. This is a steep hill. Can't even see the end of it. Right here. I hit that speed bump at 55 miles an hour. That was a bad idea. There is a speed limit of 30. And this one's looser than this one, so I start braking from the, yeah, let me repeat that. The left brake is looser than the rear brake is looser than the front brake. So when I started braking with both, because that's what you should do, I felt that also forward because I was applying brakes on the front wheel first, and that's bad. Then we're gonna have to adjust my rear brake. Now I understand why people like it tighter. I prefer looser because I figure that 100% is when I'm fully in, so I don't want to be like 100% when I'm just like a little tiny squeeze. But apparently you have to. It's always baffled me. Give you a huge joystick with so much degrees of motion and whatnot, but you move it one iota to the right and you're spinning like a madman. Never made sense to me. Yeah. That's a dirty bike path. It is not safe for anyone on a bike. What the fuck, man? Sorry for my language. This is a bike path. This is a bike path. No respect. it's bringing me on the normal bike path along the Canal Lachine Canal. It's a thin layer of ice. I would say frost. A lot of the condos that we see here used to be, well, when I was born, mostly abandoned warehouses and factories and whatnot. There's a long history here. And at some point they were like, well, we gotta do something with it. It's kind of like decrepit, attracting the wrong kind of crowd. So we converted it to condos. I think it's good. Cleaned up the place, gave people some place to live. I'm hearing some squeak on my front disc brake. It's a bit dirty, I think. Got some rust, dust here and there. There's a police intervention here. Something's going on. Got more balls than I do running in this weather. Keep it at 20-21 kilometers an hour. Keep it smooth and less braking and accelerating, braking and accelerating. Steady, slower pace. Careful of the dogs. think before going to storage, I'll stop by my place, grab a can of brake clean the brake. Trust this metal surface. That answers that question. If I'm on cruise control and I go downhill, it will let gravity accelerate, but it will get back to what it was. Oops. In the distance we see Farine 5 Roses. It's an actual historical monument, a neon sign. They don't make any flour there anymore. The sign belongs to whatever government agency is historical. Actually, no, the owners have an obligation to maintain the sign. So the building is still owned privately, but there's an obligation by law that they must maintain the sign. It was taken down once and people panicked. People were like, what the fuck is going on? Rah, 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 rah. Because when you come into the island on a highway especially, you know where you are based on these landmarks. One of them is the Molson clock neon logo thingy. The other one is Farine 5 Roses. It was the same thing with a store on St. Catherine Street called Archambault Music. Though the store closed, and the sign isn't protected by law. So though the sign the store closed and the sign isn't protected by law, people were in an uproar. You know, there are times to run topless. This is not it. Okay, I hate this part. lot of dust. Put a face covering on nose and mouth. It's not to keep you warm, it's just to keep the dust away. Another few weeks of this, and then it'll be all shiny and sparkling. So we're in Old Montreal. The old port of Montreal. There's a convoluted bike path thingy going on here. I think they may have changed it. Not yet. No, not really. All right. Everyone considers a stop sign when we're on the bike path. It's a big debate. Not really sure what to do. I think I'm gonna end up going on the port itself as opposed to the road. Although, yeah. Since when are cars allowed to park here? This is new. Must be some sort of event or something. So I just remembered that it's all cobblestones, and I'm not gonna ride this on cobblestones to get to the Notre-Dame Basilica. So I'm actually gonna drive until the end of this old port and plan the next stop. Not the 62%, so I'm still good. At some point I'm gonna have to start making my way back home. Let's actually start planning it here. Just drive for a bit, and then I have to change batteries. Had an exchange of nods with a fellow new rider. Looks like he was wearing a rented helmet. I think he rented it nearby. It's what else can I do here? Nothing.